Hey guys, Elite Clinical Research Group here today, and today we're going to be talking about the most hated task in clinical research. Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the most hated task in clinical research, and you guys probably already know what I'm going to be talking about. Some of you may think you know what I'm talking about, but you should definitely know what I'm talking about if you work in clinical research. It started from the bottom. The task is the meeting minutes. There is no task worse. A lot of you may say TMF is worse because it's so tedious and so boring, but I don't want to hear that. If any of you guys have taken meeting minutes, you know meeting minutes are for real the worst task in clinical research. Now, I know a lot of you guys might get on me because meeting minutes isn't specific to clinical research. Other businesses use the meeting minute format as well. But come on, guys, it's the 21st century. We should be getting away from things like meeting minutes. Doctors dictate their notes. Other people dictate when they have a long list of things to do. Dictation increases the speed of everything when you can say it and speak it. It's so much faster. Like, you're able to get to this video so much faster than if I wrote a long blog post that would take you minutes to go through, or many minutes to go through. Now, why would people hate meeting minutes so much? For those of you that are listening to this video and don't know what the meeting minutes are. So the meeting minutes in clinical research is a time when there's a big meeting, either internal or external, or a CRA or CMA phone call, where either the CTA or the project specialist, the project coordinator, normally an assistant of some kind, will take notes on what happened during the meeting. So ordinarily that doesn't sound too bad because it's just notes. It should go pretty smoothly, especially depending on how long the meeting is. But the problem is the people that are in charge of the meeting and doing the most talking during the meeting aren't taking into consideration that there's somebody having to take notes on all this. And to top it off, a lot of the meetings aren't even recorded, so you can go back later and catch what you miss. Hint, the sponsor minutes. The internal minutes can always be recorded usually. And that makes it a little bit easier for you to have to go back and listen to the recording again so you can take your notes. The irritating part about the minutes is that every project manager wants them done differently. They don't want them all the same. Everyone has their own likes and dislikes. So if you're on 2, 3, 4, 5 studies and have to take minutes, you have to memorize how every project manager wants the minutes done. This part is so irritating because you just want to get through the minutes, type them out, send them out for updates, and get it done as fast as possible and get it over with. But every project manager is gonna bitch and moan about how bad your minutes are, what you left out, what you should have put in there to make them better, when at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter too much. Another reason why the minutes are the most hated task in clinical research is because they have minimal impact. That's right, they have minimal impact. Project managers always talk about how important they are to document what's going on in the meeting, so just in case someone comes back years later or many months later when you're not even on the project anymore and maybe have moved on to another company or at a much higher position in the company by the time that happens, so somebody can look back and see what was talked about that day. Most people want to do things and contribute to things that have impact instantly or in a short time in the future, but the minutes have minimal impact. Most of them aren't even read, and when they do have impact, when it is necessary to read them, it's usually months or years later down the road. Who wants to care about that? Another issue with the minutes is they take so much time. First, you have to listen to the meeting, which could take anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. Then you might have to listen to the recording of the meeting. And going through the recording takes a long time, especially if, clinical research is a global industry, so you could be working with people that have strong accents and could be really hard to understand and listen to. So depending how hard they are to understand and listen to determines how much time you have to spend just re-listening to the recording. And then you have to write all this stuff down. And then you have to go through it again multiple times to edit it for exactly how the project manager wants it and edit it for grammar and overall flow. This could take hours, about 3 to 4 hours. I even had one project manager complain to me about how much time I was spending on the minutes. And I'm thinking, so before you told me you wanted better quality minutes, but when I take the time it actually takes to make good quality minutes, you complain about that I'm spending too much time on the minutes. So which one is it? You want good quality minutes or you want speed? Oh man, y'all got me worked up just talking about these minutes. Someone needs to comment down below if they actually like taking the meeting minutes. They take so much time. If you're on 3-4 protocols and you have 3 or 4 sets of meeting minutes, that's all you're going to be doing that week. You're not going to have much time to do anything else just because they take so much time. And I haven't even gotten to the worst part of the meeting minutes. And that is having to follow up with people to submit their updates. So after you write the meeting minutes, you have to send them out to the entire team that was present at the meeting. Then each one of them has to give their updates back to you. Then you have to integrate them all into one final document and then send them out to the team as a final document. Most people won't even respond to the initial email. They know every single week that you always send an email after the meeting has been completed, that you need them to submit their updates. But most people don't even respond. I guess they're too busy or they just don't care, one or the other. But they know every week on schedule you send out the meeting minutes for update, and they know what you ask for, and they just don't do it. So you have to chase them down by emailing them, reminding them over and over again, sending them instant messages to get back to you about the meeting minutes. And that happens every single week. Eventually, it just gets old. So not to mention that everyone's bitching and moaning it for you to do the minutes a certain way. And as much time as they take, as much time as the meeting takes, it's just a bad situation, man. Alright guys, I need to go ahead and end this video before I have a heart attack. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that red subscribe button. You can comment down below if you have any other questions, and email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. Alright guys, take care.